Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man, hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. Happy Veterans Day to the veterans out there, man. Thank you guys. I like to call you my battle buddy. You know, after my 13 years, we like to say battle buddies if you're not familiar with that term in the military, but I want to salute you guys and thank you guys for everything you do and continue to do, and you know, fight for the very right, fight for our very right. I know what it's like, and I appreciate it. I know the sacrifice, not only that you guys have to go through, but your families. Your families is, as we always said in the military, the family serve too. So thank you guys that support these guys that are able to protect our American way of life. All right, so let's get into it, man. So I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna try to do something a little different here. So, Toronto Raptors Fred VanVleet is coming up in free agency, and he just did an interview, and I want to break down a couple pieces within this interview, and I'm gonna go to certain parts of the interview. I'm gonna let you hear it, and then I'm gonna give you what I thought about it. All right. So it's gonna be a little mechanical. You're gonna see me lining it up a little bit, but don't worry. You know, there's nothing wrong. I'm just letting you guys hear it. I'm gonna react, and we're gonna keep going like that. So if the video get to be a little long, I do apologize ahead of time. I just wanted you guys to hear what I'm reacting to. Okay, so let's do it, man. And again, I like I said, this interview I got on my phone. I got it time marked, so bear with me here. I'm just trying to make sure I give you guys the best content. All right. So here we go. This is one of the key parts related to his free agency.
And how do you know, because we all mentioned winning, we mentioned location, but a lot of this comes down to bread. A lot of this comes down to you know, and especially for someone like you who's on the upswing of his career and still a young player, securing that first real bag has to be really important right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I've never shied about it. I never really talked about it publicly, but I'll share with you guys. I'm trying to get paid, man. I'm not shy about that. I don't have to tell people that I value winning. Like, just look at my story, do your research. I've never been on a losing team in my entire life. That's what I'm about, and that's just what it is. So I won a championship, and now it's time to cash out on 26. I feel like I'm only 4 years in, but I feel like I'm on the verge of blossoming even more with more of a lead role and just taking more responsibility in my game. So all of those things factor into it. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's not purely numbers, but the numbers do play a big part, and I just want to feel my value reciprocated from the other end. And teams can tell you their value all they want to, but until they show you with numbers, then you know what that means. So we'll see what that looks like. I'm not gonna play hard to get it. I'm not gonna try to outsmart myself and stack teams against each other. But I mean, we'll see what the numbers look like when they come in. We'll try to make the best decision. But you know, I'm a pretty simple guy, so it's not that difficult for me.
All right, so hopefully you guys don't have a problem hearing that. But he pretty much saying, yeah, he's younger. You know, he feel like his trajectory is going up, and I would agree with that. And he's saying he want to get paid. You know, he's very honest. He's very blunt, and that's something you knew about Steady Freddy from the beginning, right? He's not gonna play the game. You know, he's not gonna milli vanilli with it. He's gonna be straight up honest and tell you, and you gotta respect that. You know, I always go back to that quote when they asked him about, you know, Kawhi leaving. And he said, "Well, we'll just have to beat it when he leaves, if he leaves." When Kawhi was still in Toronto, so the one thing about him, he's not going to shy from it, but he want to get paid. And I think Toronto, I think it's kind of also open Toronto's eyes if they thought they can just, you know, send him something comfortable. Like they're gonna have to pay the man. All right, so that's what I took from that one. I'm gonna play another piece here for you guys because I think that was important as well. Give me 1 second here. Again, like I said, I got these timestamps. So, all right, here we go.
You know, I would assume that because you've won, that would give you maybe a little more leeway to leave just because there's not that tug of, oh, I have unfinished business here with my guys in Toronto.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, our season this year didn't finish out the way we wanted to, so that sucked. But like, I don't have anything left to prove in the terms of like I need to win or show that I can do this or show that I can do that. I wasn't a lottery pick, and I wasn't a guy who people thought was going to be the player that I am. I'm not a quote unquote max guy or none of that thing. So like, I don't, those same factors that most top free agents deal with it, I don't have any of those concepts in my mind. Like you said, I don't have a number in mind that's like, I can't take anything less than this. Like, no, I'm going to look at all the offers on the table. I know what I feel like I'm worth, and I'll see if their minds are in the same place as me. And if not, then we'll take the best deal that's on the table. But like, the pandemic mattered, Corona mattered, seeing how quick a season can end and start back up, like all of those things are going into my mind. So 20% escrow, like all of those things I'm thinking about, looking forward. So I'm a businessman at heart, but I think, I do value certain things when it comes to actually picking between franchises that are offering the same number. So that part will be easy. I mean, we know I don't have to down credit anybody or boost anybody. We know what teams are what, and so that part will be easy.
All right, guys. So he's pretty much saying there, and this is probably not really what Toronto fans want to hear, but he's pretty much saying that he don't have nothing to prove. Like, it's like some players want to prove that want to bring a championship to the team, or they want to be part of this certain culture. He pretty much saying, I got nothing to prove. It's about making the best decision for myself. It's about making the best. It's about making the best decision for my family. It's about making the best business decision. As you heard him say here, he's a businessman. He found himself as a businessman, and he's gonna make what he would consider to be the best business decision. He's pretty much saying he learned a lot from this past season, and he pretty much saying he has no obligation to anyone. And as a free agent, you're supposed to say that. Don't give me some of that. And I, like I said, I take him as a very straightforward guy, but I will take some of that as I want to make sure that I have a even playing field with everybody. Don't feel like you can just approach me because we have a relationship. Like, nope, I want a fair deal. I want the best deal possible because I'm going to field all deals. And, that's his right, man. All right, so it's one more piece I want to play for you guys, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up. Again, I apologize if this is getting a little long here, guys, but it's some key points in here, man, I thought was very important. So let's hear it.
Choose, I'm thinking to myself, all right, well, how do I take that next step in my career? How do I get to that next level? And maybe it is, starting somewhere else or having the opportunity to be the guy that runs the team.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a very, ambitious guy, and I have extreme confidence and belief in myself, so I would love to run a team someday. And I think that is going to factor into some of it, but I think I got one of those situations where all things can be true. So like, I can hypothetically stay with Toronto and still share with Kyle and Pascal or whatever the case may be. And if anybody's gonna last a long time, it's Kyle. But I don't know if he's gonna stay at that level for 4 more years. And if he does, and he's 38 by the time my next deal is up, and then I could get another deal. So it's like all things can be true. There's a lot of different factors that go into it. My ego isn't that big where I need the ball in my hands all the time, and I understand that I can have success a lot of different ways. I mean, up until this point, I haven't really played traditional point guard yet in my career, and that's one thing that I do best my entire life. Like, I turned into a shooter, slasher, volume scorer, spark plug, kind of player. Like, I've never been that before I got to the NBA. So just being able to adapt and just being sharp on all fronts is something that's helped me. So I'm not stuck on it. I would like to run my own team one day as just a point guard and a guy who is a great leader of men. I think that's something that I would really look forward to.
The one-time card is like an
All right, guys. So pretty much on that part there, he's pretty much saying that he is definitely he would love to run his own team, but he has no problem not being that guy, right? Like pretty much saying if he stayed in Toronto, you know, over the next 4 years, you know, he have no problem sharing with Kyle Lowry. He says ego is not that big that he has to have the ball in his hands all the time. But he did state that he would love to have the opportunity to run his own team. And also, he also said that, you know, coming out of, you know, being in the NBA, the first time he's been turned into this catch and shoot guy. He's always been a pure point guard. So to wrap all this up, guys, it's pretty much sound like, you know, he's open to all situations. But it don't feel like and again, this could just be hyperbole. This could just be talk, but it feels to me like, you know, I like Toronto, I stay there, but I'm going to listen to everything, which you should do as a free agent. But, you know, so pretty much, it's like he's throwing, like, he's like giving signal to anyone who come to suit him, the things he would like. First and foremost, he would like to get paid. And he would like to, you know, if possible, run his own team, but he don't have to. So all in all, this is a hard one. Because before this interview, I gotta be honest, I figured he was gonna lean Toronto heavy, just because I feel like they nurtured his talent. But you know, as he said, he's a businessman. He's looking to make the best decision for his career, and he's looking to get paid. He make no bones about that. The guy want to get paid just like anybody would. I can't knock him for wanting to get paid. Secure the bag, man. So with that being said, guys, let me know down in the comments what you think, man. Do you think he's gonna stay, do you think Toronto can afford to keep him? Let me know down in the comments below. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, you guys be great, man.